Astrological podcast for USA from August 18th to August 24th, 2024 by Ambrosius Holloway. A nation's identity illuminated by the sun's radiance. August 18th, 2024. The sun, shining brightly at 25 degrees 33 in Leo, forms a harmonious trine with the USA's ascendant in Sagittarius at 8 degrees, casting a golden light on the nation's public image and identity. As this cosmic energy flows from the ninth house to the first, it is as if the very essence of the American spirit, its confidence, its global influence, is being elevated. This is not merely a moment of reflection. It is a resurgence of national pride, deeply rooted in the nation's core values of liberty, exploration, and leadership on the world stage. The influence of the ninth house also brings international relations and higher education into focus, underscoring America's role as a beacon of knowledge and a defender of global democracy. Imagine the echoes of history, where past leaders once stood at pivotal crossroads. Now it is the USA's turn to rise, infused with the same indomitable spirit. Mercury's silver tongue elevates American diplomacy. August 18th, 2024. Mercury, the swift messenger of the gods, aligns with the USA's midheaven at 1 degree Virgo, enhancing public communication and strategic leadership. Picture the days of the Cold War, when every word, every speech held the weight of the world. Now, once again, America stands poised to shape global narratives. This conjunction from the ninth house to the 10th is a moment of clarity and precision, where the nation's voice can be heard with a resonant clarity that commands respect. Diplomatic initiatives, public addresses, and policy declarations during this time are imbued with the power to influence not just headlines, but history itself. It's a time when the right words can forge alliances, shift global dynamics, and solidify America's leadership on the world stage. Venus's cosmic dance with Uranus, unpredictable twists in public affairs. August 19, 2024. As Venus at 15 degree 50 in Virgo squares Uranus in Gemini at 8 degree 55, the celestial lovers engage in a tense dance, creating ripples that are felt in the 10th and 7th houses of the USA's chart. In this cosmic interplay, expect the unexpected. Partnerships, both diplomatic and domestic, may experience sudden shifts, like the seismic realignments seen during times of great political upheaval. The historical context of alliances tested during the World Wars or the Cuban Missile Crisis echoes through this transit, reminding us that stability is never guaranteed. Venus, the planet of harmony, and Uranus, the harbinger of change, push the nation towards innovation, urging adaptability in the face of disruption. It's a time to remain nimble, to embrace the unknown with the same pioneering spirit that once drove the nation westward. Saturn's stern opposition to Neptune, bridging ideals and reality. August 19th, 2024. In a cosmic tug-of-war, Saturn at 17 degrees 10 in Pisces opposes Neptune in Virgo at 22 degrees, stretching the nation's ability to reconcile its immediate communications, third house, with its broader ideals, ninth house. This aspect is reminiscent of the ideological struggles of the 1960s, when America's vision of itself was questioned both at home and abroad. The tension between Saturn's demand for structure and Neptune's dreamy idealism requires the nation to carefully navigate its messaging. There is a need for clarity in how America presents its ambitions to the world, ensuring that the domestic narrative aligns with international aspirations. This is a call for the USA to ground its dreams in reality, to bridge the gap between what is and what could be, much like the nation did during the space race, where dreams of the stars were anchored in the solid ground of scientific Jupiter and Venus. August 20th, 2024. On this day, the celestial dance between Jupiter at 20°08 in Gemini and Venus at 3°05 in Cancer unfolds like a masterstroke in diplomacy and finance. As Jupiter's expansive energy sextiles Venus, the USA finds itself poised for significant growth through collaboration. Picture the great statesmen of history, figures like Franklin D. Roosevelt, who deftly navigated alliances during the darkest hours of World War II. Now, under this cosmic influence, similar opportunities arise. offering the nation a chance to forge harmonious relationships in international diplomacy and financial partnerships. The eighth house, where shared resources and investments lie, resonates with the potential for wealth and mutual benefit, reminiscent of the Marshall Plan's post-war reconstruction efforts. The air is thick with promise, as the USA stands ready to expand its influence, not through force, but through the power of cooperation and shared vision. Vemont. Mars in Gemini, fueling the fires of American assertiveness. August 20th, 2024, Mars at 18°51 in Gemini forms a trine with the USA's natal Mars at 21°22, igniting a fiery surge of energy in the nation's seventh house of partnerships. This is not a quiet moment of reflection, but a call to action, an echo of the days when the USA's resolve was tested in conflicts like the Cuban Missile Crisis. Mars, the warrior planet, infuses the nation with a renewed sense of purpose and determination, particularly in matters of international alliances and defense strategies. Picture the urgency of a commander rallying troops before a decisive battle. This transit channels that same intensity into America's global engagements. Whether through military maneuvers or strategic alliances, the USA's assertiveness is sharpened, ready to take bold, decisive actions that align with its national interests. Uranus and Neptune's dance, a revolution in health and ideals. August 21st, 2024. As Uranus at 27°11 in Taurus sextiles Neptune at 22° in Virgo, a transformative energy sweeps through the USA, impacting its daily operations and public health systems, sixth house, as well as its broader ideological. This alignment between Uranus, the planet of innovation, and Neptune, the dreamweaver, signals the dawn of breakthroughs that could reshape the nation's approach to technology, healthcare, and international relations. Imagine the pioneering spirit of the Apollo missions, where technological advancements fueled not just national pride, but a new vision for humanity's future. Today, similar possibilities are within reach, revolutionary changes that could redefine America's role on the global stage, blending cutting-edge innovation with deeply held ideals of freedom and progress. The future beckons, and with it the chance to turn visionary dreams into reality. Neptune's gentle touch, a time for compassionate leadership. August 21st, 2024, Neptune at 29°19 in Pisces forms a trine with the USA's Sun at 13° in Cancer, casting a soft, ethereal glow over the nation's leadership and diplomatic efforts. Seventh house. This is a moment steeped in the spirit of compassion and empathy, where the ideals of peace and cooperation are not just goals, but guiding principles. Think of the era of Woodrow Wilson, whose League of Nations sought to create a world united in harmony. Under this influence, America once again turns towards such lofty aspirations. The seventh house, governing partnerships and diplomacy, is bathed in the gentle light of Neptune's influence, encouraging initiatives that transcend borders and foster global unity. It's a time for the USA to lead not with might, but with the strength of its ideals, weaving a tapestry of international relations grounded in mutual respect and shared humanity. Mercury and Chiron's cosmic clash, a nation's wounds bared in the public eye. August 22nd, 2024. As Mercury at 20°44 in Virgo opposes the USA's Chiron in Aries at 20°08, the heavens cast a spotlight on the nation's deepest wounds. Imagine the tense debates of the 1960s, when America grappled with its identity amid civil rights struggles and Vietnam War protests. Now, this opposition from the 10th house to the 4th house stirs similar challenges, bringing domestic issues that have festered in the shadows into the unforgiving light of public scrutiny. Communication becomes a battlefield where words can either heal or reopen old scars tied to national identity and security. This is a moment where the nation must confront its past traumas, not with anger, but with the resolve to mend and move forward. It's a reminder that the strength of a nation lies not just in its power, but in its ability to address and heal its internal wounds. The Sun and Saturn, a struggle for global influence and authority. August 22nd, 2024. The Sun at 29 degrees 24th in Leo squares the USA's Saturn in Libra at 14 degrees 48, creating a cosmic tension that reverberates through the corridors of power. Picture the days of the Cold War, when every diplomatic move was fraught with the potential to tip the balance of global power. This aspect from the 9th house to the 10th house echoes that era's challenges, as the USA faces obstacles in asserting its leadership on the world stage. The Sun, representing the nation's ambitions, is met with Saturn's stern reality check, highlighting the difficulties in achieving long-term goals in international relations and public authority. Delays, resistance, and the weight of responsibility loom large, demanding patience and perseverance. It's a time when the nation must navigate these challenges with the same careful strategy and resolve that once saw it through the most turbulent times in history. Venus and Jupiter's dance, a prosperous moment for America's public health and economy. August 23, 2024. As Venus at 21 degrees 57 in Virgo forms a trine with the USA's Jupiter in Cancer at 5 degrees 56, a wave of harmony and expansion sweeps through the nation's 10th and 6th houses. This aspect is like a gentle rain after a long drought, nourishing the fields of public health, daily operations, and economic growth. The historical echoes of the post-World War II boom, when America's economy and public services flourished, resonate in this moment. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, enhances the nation's public image, while Jupiter, the great benefactor, supports growth and prosperity. It's a time ripe for initiatives that improve the workforce, bolster public health, and strengthen the economy. The nation, under this benevolent influence, finds itself in a position to build on its successes, with the promise of even greater achievements on the horizon. Sun sextile to the midheaven, a beacon of leadership and national purpose. August 23, 2024. The Sun at 0 degrees 21 in Virgo casts a supportive sextile to the USA's midheaven at 1 degree Virgo, illuminating this aspect is like the steady hand of a leader, guiding the ship of state through calm and storm alike. In the 10th house, where the nation's public image and governmental affairs are anchored, the Sun's energy enhances America's ability to act with purpose and clarity. Think of the pivotal moments in history, such as the signing of the Civil Rights Act or the moon landing, when decisive actions aligned with the nation's long-term goals and left an indelible mark on the world. Now, once again, the USA is called to step into the light, to lead with wisdom and integrity, and to fulfill its role on the global stage with renewed vigor and commitment. Full moon in Aquarius, a celestial spotlight on communication and global responsibility. August 24, 2024. As the full moon rises at 1 degree 21 in Aquarius, its silvery light spills across the sky, casting a radiant glow on the delicate balance between the USA's domestic. Picture this lunation as a grand finale in the theater of diplomacy and communication, a moment where ongoing projects or negotiations reach their zenith. The 3rd house, which governs the nation's communication, is now awash in the cool intellectual light of Aquarius, urging clarity and innovation in discourse. Simultaneously, the 9th house, representing international affairs, is illuminated, demanding that America's global responsibilities be weighed against the needs at home. This full moon is reminiscent of the great turning points in history when decisions made behind closed doors shaped the world's future. Moments like the drafting of the United Nations Charter, where the interplay of domestic and global considerations was crucial. Now, as then, the USA is called to find harmony between its voice at home and its influence abroad, ensuring that one does not overshadow the other. Mercury and Saturn's pact, the power of strategic communication and planning. August 24, 2024. In the early morning hours, Mercury at 22 degrees 02 in Virgo forms a sextile with the USA's Saturn in Libra at 14 degrees 48, forging a powerful alliance between swift communication and the steady hand of discipline. Imagine the careful precision of a statesman like George Washington, whose words and actions laid the foundation for a nation. Under this supportive aspect, the USA is granted the same opportunity to craft its public messaging with meticulous care, ensuring that every statement and decision aligns with its long-term goals. This aspect, bridging the 10th house of public roles and the 6th house of daily operations, acts like the gears of a well-oiled machine, driving the nation forward. It's a moment ripe for solidifying plans, making disciplined decisions, and reinforcing the nation's public image with a steady, assured voice. Just as the Founding Fathers once deliberated over the Constitution with an eye on the future, so too must the USA now approach its strategic communications and planning with foresight and resolve, laying the groundwork for a prosperous and stable path ahead. During this week, the USA experiences a mix of supportive and challenging transits, with a focus on communication, leadership, and international relations. Uranus and Neptune bring opportunities for innovation and spiritual growth, while Saturn's influence emphasizes the need for discipline and structure in public affairs. The full moon in Aquarius highlights the balance between domestic and international responsibilities, urging the nation to address both local and global concerns with clarity and decisiveness. Overall, this period offers significant opportunities for growth and transformation, but also requires careful management of challenges in leadership, diplomacy, and public messaging.